Shortly after the Civil War, 8 African American families settled in the heart of Greenville, South Carolina, and they established what came to be known in 1901 as the Nichol community. It's located close to our booming downtown and is bounded by Lawrence Road, East Ferris, Pleasantburg Drive, the Reedy River as it runs along Cleveland Street, and Cleveland Park at Cleavervine Avenue. Longtime Nicholtown resident Sylvia Palmer recently gave us a tour. Many families have lived in the Nicholtown community for decades, building beautiful homes and growing gorgeous gardens.
Been in the neighborhood for probably 60, 70, 80 years maybe.
And for all those decades, Nicholtown has been home almost exclusively to African Americans.
This is considered the Wall, and it has been here since the 40s that I remember. And just on the other side is Cleveland Forest, which is a residential neighborhood adjacent to Cleveland Park. And it is looked upon as a dividing line between two worlds.
It's said that Nicholtown got its name because you can buy anything here for a nickel. But lately, that's changing.
That one's been refurbished. On this street, $210,000. And as you can see, these are some small homes. And redone, and this one went for over $200,000. And this one flipped for over $200,000. And these people, I don't know where they came from, but I know we can't restrict how or who comes in the neighborhood, but it is very difficult when you see people being displaced because they aren't able to afford the housing that's being refurbished.
In the 1940s and 50s, Nicholtown saw a boom in home ownership, including pretty subdivisions and businesses, with many professionals living in Nicholtown.
We had grocery stores, we had upholstery shops, we had a dry cleaner, a washerette, several barber shops.
But beginning in the 1960s, many of those residents who took pride in their homes and apartments moved elsewhere or passed away. Their homes fell into disrepair, rental units were not well maintained, and businesses slowed or were shuttered. But in the last 3 years, by Mrs. Palmer's account, that has all changed.
Realtors buying up property that appears to be abandoned or in need of serious repair, and they're making offers to the owners, and the owners are accepting these offers, and they probably are not knowledgeable that they should ask for more in the way of compensation for their homes. And then the developer will come in and then put the house on the market for $200,000+.
The dramatic transformation of Greenville's nearby downtown, along with the success of the popular Swamp Rabbit Trail, are in part drivers of this change.
It is turning out to be one of the reasons why we are experiencing real estate interest in the community and home flipping in the community, which is literally pricing our neighbors out of the community.
What was meant to be an asset for a neighborhood in need has created unintended consequences, and even longtime residents with no intention of moving are feeling the pressure.
This street has become quite interesting to some realtors because we are receiving letters from them making offers to buy our homes, even though our homes are not on the market. And I have personally received several letters offering to buy my house as is, and I find that kind of offensive because if I wanted to sell it, I'd have a sign out.
There are promising efforts underway to counterbalance the remaining dilapidation and growing gentrification in Nicholtown. Some homes are being refurbished or built by community development organizations, such as Genesis Homes and Allen Temple CDC. These 3-bedroom, 2-bath houses have a big wait list, showing great demand in the community. The Greenville Housing Authority has replaced run-down, crime-ridden rental communities with welcoming new properties, and has plans for more affordable housing in the future. But even the very concept of affordable housing is a tricky one.
One of my biggest pet peeves is the term affordable housing, where the term means different things to different people. That term and the $100,000 limit means something totally different to them. It means, or it appears to mean, that, okay, that's a cheap house. What's affordable is 200 plus thousand. And that's not the case for African Americans, because a lot of them don't have the type of incomes that would afford them the ability to buy a home.
Residents like Ms. Palmer are still hopeful about the future of the Nicholtown community, but realize that action is needed before it's too late.
Wanting to see neighborhoods really be neighborhoods and not commercial property ventures.
Nicholtown has a vibrant and significant history in Greenville, South Carolina. It's critical that the entire community work collaboratively and carefully to ensure that the neighbors of its past can still be the neighbors of its future.